forget to take it off loop.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
From the edge of the box is Madden. Madden trying to manufacture the shot, gets it away, it's there! Oh my word! What a goal from Paddy Madden! The Irishman strikes again! And is that the goal that's going to send Stockport County back into the Football League?
Starting to peel a bit now, thanks for asking. Hello and welcome to the Northwest Football Awards nominated Scarf Bagara Award, your weekly sideways look at all things what are about county. Every week, 8 till 9, bit of this, bit of that. Isn't it, Russ Johnson? Yeah, bit of this and bit of that.
That's exactly what it is. A bit of this and a bit
That's
of that.
how like a middling Sunday League player would describe themselves at the first training session. You kind of turn it on your own. What position do you play? Oh, a bit of this, bit of that.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot. Yeah, I used to do that a lot.
Mix it up with the football ball and just bit of this, bit of that. I think that'd work for me. I think if I was to be a footballer, I thrive when I'm given like space and a lack of accountability. So probably be Scott Carson. Easy gig, innit? I'd be a good third goalkeeper for a Premier League team, man. Just occupy a spot on the bench. Just be nice to the other keepers. Don't hit any shots.
Balls in training.
Yeah. It's a dream, isn't it?
Just deliver in training. Deliver balls in training. That's the kind of coach I was for county ladies. I wasn't very good at the coaching element, but I was good at the striking the ball bit. So I put in some quality. I say quality, just quality enough, you know.
You did some horrific stuff, but you look good doing it, much like the Nazis. So well done, Russ. If that's how you want to qualify yourself. Anyway, what's coming up? That's 2 minutes 40 and no county chat. Get on to Waggy now.
The issue was no football chat, wasn't it? Was that not the issue? No football chat.
Well, no, there was football chat because it was when you were talking about Vernon Bear being number 9, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tonight we're going to talk about Wimbledon win. We're going to look ahead to MK Dons on Saturday. We could talk a bit about Jake Simpson leaving, I suppose, couldn't we? We could talk about a potential new injury that's just coming to light. I say new injury; it's an injury we know about, but the rumours are flying that it's a long-term injury for said player.
Classic.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much about it. We could talk about anything else that crops up as long as it's county related. We've been told.
We didn't get an MK Dons fan on then. I don't want to speak to any of them anyway. So
no, I do know an MK Dons fan through FanHub who was on the FanHub team with me, but I didn't get a response quick enough from him. So, but I think for me, I don't know about anybody else, but there's that thing with MK that a bit plasticky in it, shouldn't really be there. Blah blah blah. So I'd feel wrong trying to be nice to them with integrity.
It probably didn't text you back because he was stuck on a roundabout or something.
You can't text on roundabouts.
Like, where do I go?
Stood staring at the concrete cows.
Concrete cows? You're gonna have
to. They've got concrete cows down in Milton Keynes.
Have they? What, like we've got frogs? You mean like that kind of thing?
Yeah, but they're actually they're in random fields to look like cows.
No,
not like they're not like decorated and stuff like our frogs. They are like painted like proper cows.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
There you go. Every day's a school day.
Yeah.
I knew about them, but I assumed it was some sort of wacky art installation. You know, and Tracy Emin just had a scruffy bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Milton Keynes entry in the 1976 Turner Awards or whatever it was.
Good stuff. Right, shall we get on?
That was good. 5 minutes where we covered all the subjects in the world, and now we're back on it for county. Good. I'm just putting it into my Excel spreadsheet on minutes wasted. Minutes since our last nonsense.
Oh, imagine bloody hell! Yeah, that's probably more. It's probably better doing that. Minutes wasted since we started this podcast. Could you imagine the number? Probably all of it. To be fair, just add them all up.
Oh, we always
the normal duration for a League Two game.
Yeah.
Anyway, bit of admin before
any illusions that we actually offer anything. No, it's just in the same way that people still put Diagnosis Murder on, even though they've seen it a million times. Just a comforting presence in the corner of the room. And I like to think that's what we provide to people.
Is that Dick Van Dyke, Diagnosis Murder?
It is, and his son.
Oh yeah, there you go. I know me crap TV. Should we do a bit of admin? Should we do a bit of admin first, actually?
Do it.
So, Shelwood Food Bank are looking for donations after their stocks have been wiped out over the summer holidays. So, donate to them anyway. They cover Adswood, Brinnington, and Edgeley. And yeah, they're running low. Well, it says wiped out. They are going to do a special collection for the Wrexham match. So look out for the details of that. I think it might be, having spoken to Leon, there'll be an area where you can bring food, tins and things like that, and then they'll be collected, which I think we should do more of that, really. I'm sure other clubs have it as a permanent fixture, don't they?
I think they do, yeah. Yeah, that'd be something to look at, yeah.
Yeah. So that's Chelwood Food Bank. I think they're based in Adswood, but they cover Brinny, Adswood, and Edgeley. Geordie Hatter is back on Saturday. Do you want to give us more information, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to cover it in as much depth as you did then, mate. That was just brilliant. Yes, Jonathan the Geordie Hatter is back on Saturday with that usual mix of tunes, county chat, a county fan guest, and all sorts of other good stuff from 9:30 on the internet. Link in bio. Done. Boxed it off.
Yes. Excellent. The Hatters Half Marathon was a huge success. Saw the pictures and whatnot of that.
You know why it was such a success? Because we weren't there. Yeah. But now we will be at these events, won't we? Because one of us still has a set of microphones.
And in fact, I used my microphones because I covered the Stockport County ladies match on Sunday, which was really enjoyable. Yeah,
it's nice the way I led you into that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it worked a treat.
Smooth.
It did.
This is what I did while you were away, mate.
So if you want to hear that, it's 20 minutes, and it was just me at the match, covering the match, and then I spoke to Steve O'Hara, and I spoke to Mason Littlewood as well. In the middle at halftime, so it was good. Mark Luss County shirt is still up for raffle. This is the 1883 shirt that is signed by pretty much everyone at the club now. I think he'll be there against Wrexham on at the front of the courtyard on entry, getting people to sign it as they come in to add to the raffle. And he's got mugs available still as well. Those Danny Bigara mugs. And finally, don't forget, on a Tuesday at 9:00, the Hatters Hangout. So you can get on there and have your say. Yes.
You've steered the admin ship very well there, Russ. Well done. That was good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any admin from you, Waggy? Anything to add to admin? I've noticed you've moved places in your house. What's going on?
He's allowed in the main house now.
I'm out the shed. The stepdaughter has gone to university, so my office has moved into her room. So as you can see, the nice wallpaper, but I have made sure my little shrine is here. So she's coming back on Saturday, so she has no idea that I've moved in. So it'll be quite funny because I'm not going to be there on Saturday.
No, you are not.
No. So yeah, good. So new setup, more memorabilia, and I'll rotate it.
I mean, you don't have
as
to.
As good as it gets. I know.
mean,
Well,
the audio listeners don't give a shit, to be quite honest.
well, no, that's true. That is true.
The video ones don't really, do they?
No.
Okay, so beating Wimbledon on Saturday, then that was pretty good, wasn't it?
More like it.
Second half was, yeah.
Second half was.
Yeah.
So we covered
First
it.
half was bloody terrible.
Well, we covered it in depth on our club courtyard club call. I will get that right one day.
I was going to say, you seem to say it all right on here, but when we do the courtyard club call, you really struggle with it. I told you, get it on a sign. Put it on a sign on the front of your computer for reference.
So we covered it in depth. If you do listen to the courtyard club call, do give us some feedback on how you think that's going, because we do want to improve it. Because we think we do a really good job of being really in depth about tactics and stuff. But we might not be. So just give us some feedback. But yeah, great second half, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good second half. As I say, I think we did say Tanto or Barry could have been man of the match. They both played excellent up front. Powell again starting to show his class, and I think playing well with Sarcevic. Yeah, it's just pretty much a good all-round performance in the second half.
I do like the fact we're attempting to play balls in behind now that Wotton's like a few weeks away from coming back. I can just see this. See us just.
He won't get in the team now.
Depends. Can he play left back or right back?
Yeah, yeah. He can play centre half. I bet he can play centre half.
Yeah, we played alongside Horsfall.
Yeah, well, it's a Mansfield, doesn't it?
You would hope though, wouldn't you? Right, that when he does come back, whoever's feeding balls up to whoever's up front at the time would go, that's Wotton. I'll play it to Wotton's strengths. Or they'd go, that's Barry. Let's play it to his strengths. You know, rather than getting them mixed up somehow, or just aimlessly playing high balls or whatever. What I'm saying is we should be adaptable, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think I'm an adaptable type of player. I think I'd be that dream player for when a manager's left and a new one comes in. I'd be the little snidey one telling tales to the new manager. And then I'd be like first on the team sheet for the new manager for like the start of the next season, and then my legs would catch up with me, and then I'd go outside and then just rinse and repeat. I'd just be having spells of like 2 years everywhere. That'd be me. Bouncing around League Two.
Would you be steadily going further down, or would you plateau, or would you just keep
going?
I
think I'm one of them who will hang in there in League Two for a while, and then I'll eventually drop to maybe an Altrincham in the National League, someone upwardly mobile. Yeah, and then I'll go and get an ACL injury in my first week. Imagine that. linking it all in there.
Do you know what? All the years I've known you, I've never seen you play football.
Well, we should get something going. We should do a charity thing for daft lads or something. Yes, do some charity. Have a little charity football match. You can see me mix it up. As long as we can play with a back three and I can be on the right, because otherwise I'm playing as a number 10. Your choice, mate.
Right. I've probably got this woefully wrong, but I could just imagine you being a bit like Jarvis Cocker plays football when I saw him once.
Yeah. Well, I'd imagine he's quite good being a Sheffield lad.
No, he looked shit.
Well, you're going to be very shocked, Russell.
Well, good. I hope I am. Did I ask you last week how your charity football thing went? I asked that last week, didn't I?
No, I got stuck in Liverpool, didn't I?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you got stuck in Liverpool.
The afternoon trains got cancelled, so I had to get the evening one back.
Yeah.
But I'm a tidy little player, mate. Good eye for a pass. Yeah. Yeah, you'd like me on your team.
Nice.
Always make myself available for the goalkeeper's long distribution, which I'm sure you'd like.
Yeah.
Can't win it in the air, like. It needs to be right on my foot.
Have you got good feet for a big lad? Is that?
I think I have. I'm very like Kevin Francis, Peter Crouch type of vibes.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. You'd be surprised, mate. We'll get it going. You'll see. You'll all see.
That's good. Then we've got Waggy, who's more of a Leetod. Probably half as heavy,
More
then,
of-
should we say?
More of a Sweeney Todd now.
So yeah, Cy Lomas. Cy, missed the first game, missed this season. Expecting cutting edge analysis of the game tonight. Oh Jesus, well, soz in advance for that.
Listen to the Courtyard Club call.
Yeah,
that's the place to get it.
yeah. All we're going to say tonight is we great second half. We played really well. We're really happy with it. I thought Tanto was my man of the match anyway. Tanto was my man of the match. I thought he was beasting everybody.
Didn't feel as naughty after like winning when I've had to like travel to see it on a Saturday. When I've had to go to like Borneo or Central African Republic or St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it wasn't as nice not getting to do the old press the old travel button before I buy the stream. But alright, innit?
Yeah.
A win tastes better than the little boost that I get from committing a crime.
Yeah.
Did you have to go to the local shop and do a bit of shoplifting just to ease that urge?
You don't know the half of it, mate. You don't want to know.
Was you in Liverpool again?
No, it's a Stockport thing. I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
I'm not being implicated in anything live on air, I'll tell you that. Not again, not since the last one.
So yeah, good game. Good game.
Good game.
It was a good match. And we put the ball in the net and we won. What more analysis do you want?
Expert analysis.
How about the second goal then? I mean, that was just liquid football, wasn't it?
Magical stuff. It's nice. It was nice that we've finally got to see the new way of playing that's that we've been trying to move to, as per Simon Wilson's interview that came out last Friday. Something we didn't address last week, actually, just reminded me then, the signing of Odin Bailey, or our Odin recruitment, if you will. Hey, I've been hanging on to that for a week and we didn't get it in last week. We saw this new way to play and it was nice. I liked it. It made me feel all fuzzy inside. I'd like some more of it, please.
Yes. Should we chat about the Simon Wilson interview? Because we've not, obviously that was Friday, but the first time we've seen each other. We've won a game since then, so people haven't got much to complain about. Anything in the Simon Wilson interview that piqued your interest?
I haven't watched it yet. I've just seen the report of it. Yeah, I don't tend to watch manager interviews either. Really,
do you not? Wow.
I just pick up on what other people say about them, and
right.
Sam Byrne normally reports it, doesn't he? I just tend to.
I think it was a good
Then you
interview.
get into the body language of it and stuff, don't you? Then you're like, oh, he looks stressed. He looks really stressed.
I think it was a good interview. I think John Kieran asked all the questions that have been flying around on social media and stuff.
Yep.
I thought he answered about not signing a Wharton replacement quite well. I mean, realistically, the money that people seem to be asking for big, tall strikers, and we've got one of the best. So what's the point of going out and spending 500k, $1 million on another player that in reality is going to be benched in 6 weeks, 7 weeks when Wharton comes back? So he said it's finding different ways to play. So I think it was good, honest interview, and I think there was some good points in it, and maybe, but it depends. It's people that don't like Wilson aren't going to listen to it, are they? So they'll still slag him off when we start losing again.
I just didn't watch it because I think all official club personnel should be just interviewed on air instead. Just hit them with those emergency questions. I don't think it's right that the official club channel gets those sort of numbers. So it's out of principle.
What? So we don't ask them the pertinent questions. We just ask them the emergency questions.
Yeah. No one's asking these. No one's asking Will Collar what his favourite ham is. No one's asking Ryan Rydell like what type of buffet would make him go to a funeral of someone he doesn't know.
Yeah.
So
These are the important questions. Do you know,
this is
Johnny?
what I wanna know.
I saw Johnny Vaughan being interviewed in Stockport on a little local radio station, and he said he's 42, and I'm like, I'm 42. Look what he's doing compared to me. Like, wow. I'd like to
but
know
your
what
podcast better than his.
then Johnny Vaughan. Johnny Vaughan doesn't do a podcast, does he?
Exactly.
Oh right, okay, got that one then. In the bag.
He's probably looking at you thinking, God, he's 42. I'm 42, and look what he's doing compared to. Back yourself, Russ.
There is a Radio X
Everyone's
podcast,
lives
though.
out.
There is a Radio X podcast for his show. He does 4 till 7, Monday to Friday. So there's a podcast of that.
I'm on with the research there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And he also does one on a Saturday for the what's it called? The Kickabout that he does from 11 till 1. I listen to a lot of Radio X.
You see, if we ever interviewed our Johnny Vaughan, I say the county's Johnny Vaughan, maybe we could just drop in every now and again little random questions about was Denise Van Outen like?
Yeah.
In the 90s. Just little things like that. Did you get to meet the lead singer of INXS? You know, I don't know.
How many weeks could we get that question to use a question like that before we ran out? How many weeks before it was like, what's it like being bald in 2023? You know, how long before it gets
It's
to
all right.
that with him? Because I don't know enough about him.
Well, this is it, and this is why I'd like to get these people on the show, because on the podcast.
Oh, do you mean like the real Johnny Vaughan now?
No, I'm talking about
county Johnny Vaughan.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, it's the county Johnny Vaughan that I'd like to do that with. Yeah. Just slip in those little random questions. But I'd like to get them on so we could speak to them and get to actually know them. The Simon Wilson interview is good. It's JK asks all the right questions, doesn't he? And he gets that information that we need out of him to give us satisfaction, I guess, whatever. But I'd like to know, like, what sort of music you like, Simon Wilson. What did he actually do at City? How did he start all that up? And because he was involved in City for a lot, and Sunderland and all that. Okay.
What's his favourite Avengers film?
Yeah.
What if he was going? If I went to our screen van now, what would he be having? That sort of thing.
These are the questions.
These are the important questions.
Oh God!
I'm going to get in our screen van now. What does everyone want? What's what you having?
For your information, he's 43. What am I having? I'm going to have a mint Magnum.
Magnum Waggy. What are you having?
I'd have to go for a normal cornet with flake and some sprinkles.
Oh, classic 99. Right.
Well,
I don't know. I hardly think that's any of your business. I'm probably going to have a Maxi Bon. Do you remember Maxi Bons? Because my ice cream van's in the early 2000s. Out here.
What's that?
Maxi Bon?
I don't remember that.
It was like in two halves. One half was like a soft cookie thing with ice cream in it, and the other half was like a feast, but bigger. And it's like in two halves. Maxi Bon. Look it up when you get in.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Yeah. I think I do. But you've got to bear in mind, I stopped going to the ice cream van in the late 90s, probably.
You tag.
What?
Was it because of your tag? Was your tag beeping?
These are the important questions. Anything more about the Wimbledon match?
I might have known you'd like a mint Magnum as well, Ross.
Why? I do like a mint Magnum, yeah.
I don't know. It's just a Tory chalk ice, really, isn't it?
What?
It is. The Magnum is. Magnum is just a Tory chalk. They're nice. Don't get me wrong, but
or a twirl. I do like a twirl as well. Not a twirl. Twister.
Yeah.
Or a fab.
But do you not find the structural? Don't get me started on fabs. I've had a lot of fabs recently, and the wrong way. The best bits on the top. The best bits.
You've had a lot of fabs recently.
I've had a lot of fabs. I've been conducting some pretty stringent laboratory tests.
How many's a lot? And in what time frame? We're talking recently.
I'd say in the last 4 weeks, I've had upwards of probably 50.
Fuck off.
Honestly.
So average 2 a day. So it was 1.5 a day.
Oh no, because some days I had like 7 or 8. So that.
Is that because you went to Iceland, bought a box, and realised that you was walking around for the day, so they're all going to melt?
Yeah.
So
Oh, you haven't got a freezer at home.
I just there was just fabs. It's been ice cream weather. There's been fabs in. I was more excited about the fabs in the freezer than I was about the lack of selection of soft drinks in the fridge. So I was like, oh, I'll have a fab. That'll cheer me up. I'll have another one. I'll have another one. But yeah, it was disappointing.
I hope
Disappointing
some
on the best
people
of
haven't stayed up for this.
I hope they have.
Those
MK
ones that
Dons.
listen to it in bed will be asleep.
I know. Yeah, I know. We get that a lot. MK Dons on Saturday then. That's going to be good, isn't it? We're actually going, aren't we, Waggy? So we can actually report
Yes.
about that match next week.
Yes, yeah, we're allowed to talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're actually going.
Are you also are you gonna take your little microphones with you?
I was thinking of it. Yeah, I'm doing like a little vlog. Yeah, not vlog. What's an audio vlog? Blog? Is it a podcast? I don't know.
I can't think it's a podcast.
I know. Well,
Is
is
it just recording?
It's a recording, yes, of the day.
Yeah.
A Waggy
That'll
Waggy
be
can have one,
found
I'll
in
have
that Milton Keynes hotel room after you've turned the gun on yourself.
one. Oh, we're not staying over. We're not staying over. There and back in the day. Easy. Is it down near Nebworth? Or is Nebworth a bit further down than Milton Keynes?
Because these are your
Not sure.
reference
It's about
points.
2.5 hours about from Stockport.
Oh, so Nebworth's a
car.
bit further down, is it? Anyway, yeah. So it'll be good. It'll be good. So they're doing well, although they lost to Crewe, didn't they? And then they drew with Notts County on Saturday. But they've had a good start generally. But then so did Wimbledon, and we put them to the sword, didn't we?
It's one of them where regardless, we need to make sure Saturday wasn't the exception. We need to keep cracking on. Few injuries again at weekend, but we got through it, so that shows we can.
Yeah. Not only that, Paddy had to go home because there was an issue at home with his baby, wasn't it? So hopefully all is well in the house.
Yeah, wishing him all the best.
Yeah.
And the family.
100%. So yeah, County 1883 trying to steal Sid Freeman's business. Oh no, I won't be putting a camera on myself and cheering and stuff, anything like that. That's Sid's wheelhouse, isn't it? I'll leave that to Sid.
I don't want anyone seeing me cheering or just having any fun.
I was thinking just an audio diary of the day.
Yeah, I planned to do one of them for Wembley, and then once I'd had that first breakfast dark fruits, the day just kind of got away from me, really.
Right, let's unpack that. A breakfast dark fruit.
Yeah, well,
is that a dark fruit at breakfast time?
Yeah, it's a kind of dark fruits at breakfast. Right after I clean my teeth, though, that was a shame. That was not a good start to the day. That. But yeah, breakfast dark fruits. You've unpicked that. Job done.
Breakfast dark fruits.
Big day out, isn't it?
Yeah. How did it end?
Yeah, I ended with me having a lovely day out, and no one can take that away from me.
Good. And you didn't end up doing your little recording then that you was going to do?
No, the day just got out of control. Just sat there in the back of the car, getting driven to Wealdstone. And my phone was plugged into the car because I had my playlist on. So
you couldn't do anything anyway.
I do anything anyway. I mean, you need. I'm the vibe curator, aren't I? I'm the bringer of vibes to these occasions. If I can't bring my vibes, what am I doing, Russ?
This is true.
Vibes and Strongbow.
Vibes and Strongbow. Them's my specialties.
Breakfast Strongbow.
Breakfast Strongbow.
Oh, lunchtime Strongbow, bedtime Strongbow, all the Strongbows.
I've just never heard it called Breakfast Strongbow before.
Well, no, I didn't. I called it breakfast dark fruits, didn't I? It was the particular.
All right, breakfast dark fruits then.
Because it's that's a couple of your five a week. That.
you practically live on breakfast dark fruits and fabs. Is that what we're talking about here?
No, I just did on that special day. Didn't have
Oh,
a fab
special-
that day actually. Didn't have a fab for that day. The fabs is a thing within like the last 4 weeks, really.
Okay.
Anyway,
MK
that's
Dons.
the football.
Anyway, back to the football. MK Dons on Saturday. Comments are coming in. Probably everyone's having their own discussion now. We've been talking.
They're all talking county in the comments, and we're just rattling about fabs and dark fruits.
Ian Dowden. Will Ibutore be the first character player to play in an international tournament now they qualify for AFCON? If he plays, yes, he will.
I believe so, yes.
Is the answer to that? Which that's something, isn't it? I think were they 2-0 down? Gambia. Is it Gambia, isn't it? Were they 2-0 down and he equalised in injury time or something?
They were 2-0 down at half time and they scored in the 79th and the 90th minute.
And the team that they played, the country that they played, went out at their expense.
Congo.
Yes.
If you say so. That's as much information as I've got.
That's what I
They
read.
console themselves with all that lovely mbongo, though, won't they? So that'll be all right.
So that will be that, and yes, if he gets picked, he will miss January, which is what a lot of the African nations players do anyway, don't they? So it'll just be like another injury.
Good time
for 4
for us
weeks.
to be. Yeah, good time for us to be without another left back for 4 weeks. Brilliant.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I've heard rumours that Rydell's out for the season.
Same.
Do we do the breaking news thing for that?
No, because it's spelled wrong.
It's not been confirmed, has it?
No.
Is it? Have I spelled it wrong on there?
We discussed it last time we played it. There's a spelling
Did we?
mistake on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, relegated. Just before, I think.
Just take a look around before you press the enter button. You might be surprised what you find.
Well, what they should do is things like Canva and stuff like that. They should have the spell check embedded, shouldn't they? Which they don't yet.
You should have the "Are you a fucking idiot" button installed. It's better after a
Just
win.
normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
So MK Dons on Saturday. Ibu Torres going to the AFCON. Rydell's out injured.
Do you think he'll start? Do you think it'll be the same 11 as we started with against Wimbledon?
I don't know.
Or the second half?
I don't know because I get it wrong every single week on FanHub. I can never get it right. You know, I think the most I've got is 9 this season.
It'll be Vernon Bear and the ghost of Jack Connor up front this week, for all we know.
Yeah.
Bloody anything.
Well, do we think Torre will come straight back in? I'm guessing he'll be
Wouldn't for
travelling
me,
home.
But
Oh,
Do you think he'd put him at left back rather than playing Pie? I think with the injuries and stuff, I think he'd go with a back 4 again.
yeah. I think we're on for about 4, aren't we? I hope so.
I think he'll go in. Do you think he'll go in instead of Pie for left back? Because that's not Pie's natural position, is it? A left back.
no, maybe it'll be Pie who makes way for Torre, and then if Rydell is out long term, it's a matter of waiting for Hippolyte to be back in it for that position. Well, for left wing back, but that presents another problem if we go into a back 4, and we have to try and fit Hippolyte in as a midfielder somewhere if he's going to get back in.
Interesting.
He's a left back in a 4, is he?
He can play anywhere on the pitch, can't he? Hippolyte.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's fitting
Yeah,
him in,
he's
isn't it? If you've got your midfield all firing on all cylinders, I would say that Hippolyte doesn't get in that midfield.
No, but I think Hippolyte's a good one to have on the bench, isn't he? He can, as you say, he can pretty much play anywhere midfield forwards, basically, can't he? So you can stick him in. It'd be a good one from the bench. But yeah, I don't think if we carry on and play the way that we played in the second half at Wimbledon and carry on playing like that, I don't think Hippolyte gets back in unless we start getting more injuries or if someone has a really dip in form.
Yeah. How many minutes on Saturday are you going to leave it before you decide if we are playing, or if you got a good feeling about it based on the second half at Wimbledon?
I'd say 20 minutes in the first half and then probably another 20 minutes in the second half. Unless we're 3-0 down at half time and then we're going to the big Asda. Then we go and have a look at this big Asda that everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah.
God. I mean, we've got. It can't be as big as the Asda at the Etihad, can it? That's a big Asda. I always knew that as the big Asda.
Apparently, well, this is the information that's being talked about. It's the
Still
biggest
not
one
enough
in
to
the
make me
UK.
want to go. I still don't fancy going Milton Keynes though. That's still not enough for me to make me go.
Where's it being talked about in this WhatsApp group?
Yeah, and some of it was mentioned on the this space last night on Twitter or X, sorry.
I'm sure it'll get
about
mentioned on Jonathan the Geordie Hatter show on Saturday as well. That's the type of thing I think he'll. Yeah,
it is.
so listen to that for more on the big Asda.
Yeah. Any famous artists, music artists from Milton Keynes? Got to be, haven't they?
Probably, yeah. Should I have a look?
Yeah, well, don't want to steal Geordie Hatter's thunder because he does a bit on a Saturday morning for that, doesn't he? But it would be good.
Wouldn't they have just moved up from Wimbledon?
Hey, very good. Very good. Notable people from Milton Keynes. He might have a. Yeah, he's going to have a bit of trouble.
Oh,
Bit of trouble this week, I think.
100 square foot is Asda. How does that compare to the Stockport one? Let's not get onto Asda. Let's keep it.
Well, how does it compare to Stockport? How does it compare to Hume? And how does it compare to Eastlands? That's the key fact.
Yeah.
I don't want numbers. I just want a picture of them with the thumb up or the thumb down, depending on.
Somebody said it's got a food court in it, so it's got to be pretty big.
Isn't a supermarket by its very essence already a giant food court? It is. If I didn't know what a food court was, and you said to me, "Right, what do you think a food court is?" I'd say a supermarket.
Okay.
You're not selling it to me. If you're on commission from,
I'm not trying to sell it. I don't work for Asda or anything. It's not about boots through the doors. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Anyway, back to MK Dons. Back to the football. Come on. Apparently I read it wrong. 100,000 square foot. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, MK Dons. Any notable players? What?
Is that big? 100,000 square foot? How big's a football pitch?
Don't know. Bigger than my
house. How many square feet is a football pitch, please? Because I don't know.
Well, how many? Isn't everything compared to the size of Wales? How does that compare to the size of Wales?
4 times bigger.
I don't know.
Isn't Wales like Birmingham? It's just like a roundabout and everything's just near.
This has gone all highbrow and upmarket now. I like this. This is like Only Connect. This is. I like it.
I wouldn't say talking about Asda's highbrow, but anyway.
No, the maths, the square footage and stuff.
Right. MK Dons. Any notable players for MK Dons? Do you know of any? Because we're 2 seasons, we're second season in now, and it feels like you're starting to know the players of opposite teams. You know, when they come, you're like, oh God, him, that kind of thing. Anyone for MK? I know they just come down, haven't they? So,
well, I'll tell you.
Not a clue.
A bit of background on MK Dons. Their pitch actually is probably around 81,000 square feet.
All right.
So yeah, there you go. Have that, yeah. Yeah. Dean Lewington. Oh, as pointed out in the comments,
yes.
Dean Lewington is still there. He's been there
Yeah.
like too long.
18 years. Is it 18 years or something? Sorry.
He's been there longer than MK Dons existed, hasn't he? Because didn't he play for
Probably.
Wimbledon beforehand?
Oh, what a scab!
Did he?
Oh.
No way.
Again, I've seen it. There was a tweet about longest serving players. I think in the Football League 2, and I think it's one of the comments was either probably from a Wimbledon fan that said he was there when it was Wimbledon before they moved to MK, so he's been there longer than MK Dons has existed.
Oh, what a grass!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've said it before on this podcast. I hate him. He's the worst player ever because of his behaviour, the way he behaves. So hopefully, what is he now? He's probably even near my age, is he? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I hope he's still a little div, and we're beating him on Saturday, and we start slowing the game down right in his face.
I love your hatred for
he's 39.
Oh, there you go. See, he's only 3 years younger than me. Yeah,
nearly over.
And he behaves like he's 14. The knob.
Your hatred for him is only unmatched by my hatred. Have you seen Macclesfield midfield 2? Imagine being Nick thinking, "Oh, I don't mind a day out in Macclesfield. I can go to like Ian Curtis's old house and his grave and stuff. I might go and watch a Mac game, and then to find out
that Bianchi.
Yeah, and get some whatever Origi Bianchi does, and I'll go and watch a Mac game to find out they've got John Nolan and John Rooney in midfield.
I noticed they signed Rooney. Yeah, John Nolan and John Rooney. Wow, not a bad midfield for that level, is it? To be fair.
Well, that's a midfield to annoy me. That is.
Yeah.
2 of my 3 most hated county players. They just need to sign McConville now, and then they've completed the set.
It's funny that I don't think I've got a county player that I really hate. I have to have a think about that.
Apparently.
Well, yeah, it's not the players you hate, is it?
No, it is. It's everything about them as players. It fully is. It just happened to be Scousers. Danny Lloyd was a Scouser, and I love him.
Oh, breaking news. Geordie Hatter, the drummer from Baby Shambles, comes from Milton Keynes.
He's spoiled it, hasn't he?
There you go. And so does the bass player from Block Party, and that's about it.
Oh, right. So Milton Keynes, then that's where we're going on Saturday. Looking forward to that.
No one ever.
Think we'll win? Think we'll win? What do you think?
Comments.
Score predictions?
Oh yeah, let's do score predictions. We need to get in the reses as well. So I'm putting Dean Lewington in it. Yeah, I think we'll win. I'm gonna go for. I've got to say we're gonna win. I'm gonna go for 2-0. Sod it.
2-0.
I'm going 2-all, mate.
2-all.
2-all.
Desmond.
Always the optimist.
Desmond. Tom Kattanak says the same. 2-2.
See? Great minds.
I'm going 3-1 to County.
So 2-0, 3-1, 2-2. Cool. Debbie Downer again. Second week
put a fiver on each.
Ben's going 3-2. So yeah. Mason. Met Mason on Sunday. Nice to meet you, mate. He's going 3-2 as well. Cool.
I said some nice things about Mason on it last week, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
About the content creator journey. I should put classes on. You got to come and serve the cake for us.
Yeah, I'll do that. Don't mind. I'm just looking for something. International roundup then. So we talked about Ibu Toure. What about Cottrell scoring for Wales under 21?
He scored for Wales under 21, Ross. And
after being on the field for 3 minutes, I believe.
He'll be delighted with that, if you ask me.
He will be. That's good. It's good. I feel like you're not taking this seriously, Nick. The football
It's
chat.
just
You're taking this.
it's a
You're
new
taking the joke chat
feature,
seriously, but not the football chat.
It was a new feature that got like thrown on me at the last minute, and I failed to react. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's all right when it gets mentioned, but it's the fact that you mentioned it as like, oh, international roundup. I was like, oh god, oh, it's a serious thing. This now.
No, it's not. It's the first time in ages we've had players going out on international duty properly.
It's
Isn't
nice,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have Miles. We'll be able to get a game called off next time if Miles gets. Mind you, what's the chance
Is
that
that
Torre
is
and
that
Costa
automatically
get turned
called
out being
off?
injured?
Sorry, is that automatically called off then, or
I
is
think
it
you have
at
to like
our
after the
discretion?
league and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
After
does
the
it
league, but they don't turn it down.
right? So it's nothing to do with the opposition saying no, sod off, we're playing.
No, I think it still gets called off because I think that's
Okay.
why they play. Why there's some Tuesday games like early on and stuff like that because they've got a contingency for this happening. So they
Yeah, because there's quite a lot of League One games called off, wasn't there?
Yeah,
There's only
only
one or
two.
two league
There's only
one games, wasn't there?
two matches were on. That's
Yeah,
it.
two.
Yeah. And
global
they
game,
both-
lads. Global game.
Yeah, they both let me down on Miyaka as well. Those two League One games. Bastards.
Always the
I
way,
don't
isn't it?
know. Yeah,
Always the way.
always the way. So yeah, Cottrell scored. That's the international roundup. That's it.
It's good that.
Yeah.
That deserves a jingle with something spelled incorrectly on it. if anything ever did.
And then finally, injuries and absences. I know we've touched on a lot of this already, but it's worth mentioning, isn't it? And going through who are we expecting anybody back on Saturday?
I've given up on as soon as it's like whack-a-mole. As soon as one injury clears up, another one on someone else will pop up. It's just us.
Yeah. It's like
Crankshaw's left and he's still cursed.
I know, yeah. I know.
I know, yeah.
It's like when you're playing Football Manager or Championship Manager, it's just out to get you, and you just get an injury every new screen.
Yeah.
There's a new injury every turn. Do we start questioning the training that they're doing, or the rehabilitation, or the strength and conditioning, and all that kind of stuff? At what
There
point
must
do you
be
start?
something. I mean, it's
I
not
don't
my
know. There's
area of
only
expertise, but-
there's only one or two like non-contact injuries, isn't there? A lot of the injuries that we've had have been actually like knocks and muscles and in actual games and stuff. So can you blame training for that? But as you say, is it to do with conditioning? That are they overdoing it? Are they underdoing it? I don't know. As you say, it's difficult to say. If they was getting a lot of injuries in training, then yeah, you'd definitely sort of point towards that, wouldn't you? But if it's actually in games, it's not a lot you can. You don't know how someone's going to come in for a tackle against you, do you? Or how you're going to fall, or something like that. So I think like Camps and South and Hales were both falls and knocks on the shoulder, wasn't it? Which that's got nothing to do with training or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have
it's the ACL ones, isn't it? When it's just a succession of people having knee injuries, you're just like, okay, there must be something, but clearly not. Well, didn't Wilson mention it in his interview that?
Yeah, he did mention say that
it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have a look at it, see if it is anything that's happening within the training or the games and stuff. But as you say, I think it's just unlucky. It's just another excuse for having not an excuse, but another reason for having a poor start again. A different reason that we've not had before.
Yeah, and I did see someone mention it as well, but Simon Lomas has said it in the comments. Fresh set of eyes with Jake Simpson leaving now. I like this. I like this comment. If Carlisle plays starts swanging the knees left, right, centre, we know whose fault it is. I wouldn't really say it's his fault. I mean, come on.
Is he strength and conditioning coach?
Yeah. Yeah. But No, you can't blame it on one person, can you? Surely, when you've got a
We're
cast of
county fans,
thousands.
of course we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do watch us.
Where have I been? What am I talking about?
We need to find a scapegoat.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting. And Simon Wilson did say in that interview, didn't he, at length about contact and non-contact. That's how you split them up. It just seems a bit. I don't know. At what point do you start thinking something's not quite right here? But if they are all contact, then I guess you can't, can you? It's not like they're all crocking each other in training, is it? Which is that annoys me when that happens.
Yeah. I'm really worried though that we'll get to like the eve of a big game and the squad will be so depleted that he'll have to just send them out for training. Like no footballs for this, lads. Like in Mike Bassett, like the footballs get nicked.
Yeah.
I'm just worried it'll be like that ahead of like the playoffs or something.
Just play air football, just like pretending to.
Just imagine it, lads.
Well, the games come thick and fast, don't they? Because we've got Wrexham next week. And if Saturday doesn't go well and we're back to this poor start, albeit we've only seen really one half of a really good match, Wrexham they're probably gonna come and beat us, aren't they? If we're I don't want to go all Debbie Downer on it, but
No, but it depends again with Wrexham. They're a bit like Liverpool of old, aren't they? Or Liverpool of a few years ago. They seem to have the attitude that if you score 4, we're going to score 5. If you score 6, we'll score 7. So
Yeah.
I think unless they start shoring up at the back, they're going to give us chances. Two leaky defences, it could be an absolutely cricket score.
yeah, but ours is leakier than theirs at the moment, isn't it? And well, but aside from last weekend, so I think I said it last week. It could be 7-4 to Wrexham if we're not careful.
But it could be 7-4 to us as well. Yeah, I think it's. I don't think that either team are playing brilliantly, and both teams are making mistakes at the back, and both have got potent strike forces. So, as you say, yeah, I think it's got the potential of being a very high-scoring game, and I think could go either way.
Yeah, we'll try and get Tim
see
on
what
next
happens.
Yeah, we'll try and get Tim on next week from the Fearless in Devotion podcast. He's very good, so he can give us all the insight.
Really annoys me. I'm guessing they've been sidelined in the new series of the documentary again. Because I noticed that they had someone doing a podcast on the last series, and it wasn't one of the main ones. I was like, oh, it's a shame that they've got actual. And it was just, and I looked at it on Spotify, and it barely had like any plays or anything. It seems like he just did it for the show. And I was like, why would you do that when there's like two very good podcasts?
Are you talking about the lad who had a bit of a hard time and his missus left him and things like that? That lad.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. So he had. I didn't do investigation, but I'd see in us doing our podcast. I'd seen him come and do a podcast a while ago, way before Ryan Reynolds and that got involved with Wrexham. So he did one. Then, I don't know. He just went quiet. As soon as Ryan came in again, hey ho, starts his podcast again. So it was on YouTube, I think, and I think that's the one that they must have picked up to go with the show. And then I don't think it's regular. I think it's. I don't even think he's doing it now. I've not seen it for a while, to be honest. So that would really piss me off if that was us, and I suppose it would piss the Fearless in Devotion lads off, which is going to, isn't it? Because they've been completely overlooked for that.
Yeah. But they're nominated for nice shiny awards, aren't they? Like we are. So
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? That and like getting your message across to the masses. But
yeah, that's the primary one. Having a voice really in it, and giving people the opportunity to have a chat, much like the Hatters Hangout does on a Tuesday at 9:00. So yeah, good stuff. Anything else to talk about? Oh yeah, bloody hell, get in the reses. Well, like Dean Lewington's going in for me, but to be fair, he's probably already dead by the time we get to the reses. So he won't drown. It'll just be a case of hiding the body. So
That's going to be quite a fraught car ride there.
no, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
joking. I'm joking. I just don't like him as a footballer. He's probably a really nice lad. I know his dad's in the game as well, isn't he? But yeah,
Lewington.
yeah. And is he still in the England setup, Lewington, senior?
No, he was with Hodgson.
Was he? Right. So
Or
yeah,
Ray Lewington.
yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'm sure he's a nice lad. He's just a bit of a shithouse of a player. There you go. Anyway, that's my reses. Waggy.
What you having, Wacky?
I don't know. I'm totally unprepared for getting the reses this week. I'll have to have a think if I can come up with anything. But what's yours, Nick?
I'll have Formula One then.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Fabs.
No. I still
You'll
like
be jumping in
Fab.
after them.
The good third of the Fab outweighs the disappointment of the other 2/3. I
Right.
think. So yeah, not going to the reses. No, Formula One in the reses for me.
Okay.
It's just shit, innit? Just
I never watched it.
just robot wars for billionaires. It's just utter toilet. It's just shit. And none of them have got any personalities. People go on about how footballers don't have personalities these days. There's footballers out there with personalities, not these gimps. And then
Yeah.
And then one of the one who did have a personality, he retired. He retired. He's like, oh, I don't need to go doing unsafe things anymore. Now I've got in a Formula One car like nearly 300 miles an hour. Oh, there's no more thrills I need to seek. And then goes skiing and bumps his head, and we don't hear of him anymore.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah, Schumacher, yeah.
Schumacher.
Why would you drive a Formula One car all your life and then be like, oh, I've retired. I need a thrill. I definitely need to go not as fast, like strapped to a couple of planks of metal. Christ. But yeah, Formula One. Hate it. Hate it. So dull. So dull. I don't understand why you'd go and see it either, because you just stood there at the start line and it's like, oh, that's us for another 20 minutes. Then they'll come back again like 72 times and we'll see it each time, but we'll have to what's going on.
Pretty sure the gap isn't 20 minutes, is it?
Well, it is until they get warmed up. Get them tyres rotated. Get the furry dice up on the mirror.
You know the
Do you
warm-up lap isn't part of the race.
It should be. It is for me when I play football. That's all you're getting, boss. Sorry.
Go on, Waggy. What are you?
I can't think of anything.
Right. You can have a pass for this week then.
I'll have a pass. Yeah. I'll start writing some down as it comes to me, so that I've got some material for it.
Fair dues. Fair dues.
I think we've made a very strong case for our choices, Russ. So
Yeah. Mine's years of deep hatred as well. So
mine too. Yeah.
But really, see, I've come to learn that other sports, as much as I don't want to watch them, they're all really, really sort of complicated in their own way, and I can understand why everybody gets into any sport. Really can.
Snooker.
Oh, mate, it's hard. Snooker is hard. Have you tried playing snooker?
Right, I did that when the Crucible was there, like near the town hall. When we were back in National League North days, we went and hired a table for the morning, got breakfast and everything there. Got there, we'd hired a full-size snooker table, and I was like, "This is long, this is like oppressively big. This is well too big." And then I had to like go tail between my legs to the guy on the desk and be like, "Excuse me, can we change it for one of the American pool tables, please? A little boy table." Oh, it's so emasculating. But it's really big. Really big.
Well, that's it. Yeah. I mean, I never watched cycling until I started to get on my bike and cycle. And when you actually do a sport and you see it and you do it and you look at the hills that you've got to go up and stuff, especially with cycling, you just think that it's really, really hard what they do. They're all obviously they're all on drugs, whatever. But it's still hard, isn't it, to do these things?
When I'm on drugs, I can't even find my bike.
Well, there you go. They find it and then cycle up a mountain. That's what you maybe should do. Maybe you should get
And then
yourself a track day. Get yourself a track day. Get in a speedy car, and then go. Fucking hell, this is hard. And then have a newfound appreciation for F1.
Doesn't let you in without a license.
They do for track days. They do for track days.
Do they do for track days? Yeah.
Yeah, because you have an instructor. Yeah, they have an instructor next to you. But there is like they have so you can have automatics and stuff like that, but some of them have still have the dual controls and stuff, so they can change gears for you, and then you just do the steering.
Imagine being the instructor at that, and someone gets in and goes, "I've never driven before."
Yeah, they do because they do. Yeah, because they can they let kids in them and stuff like that as well. I've done a couple of track days, so
shouldn't let kids do that sort of thing.
Yeah, a couple of blocks of wood strapped to the feet so they can reach the pedals, a little booster cushion. Fine. driving a Ferrari.
Something should be for men. And women.
Let's not go there, Nick.
No.
Normal men.
There you go. That's a good idea for you to do. Get yourself on a track day and then get you a newfound appreciation for F1.
Well, it's not F1 though, is it? I wouldn't be on an F1 track day, would I? I'd just be in a car. I can do that all the time.
But you can't drive.
You've
got to get behind the wheel.
Two-seater like Formula One cars.
Wagging's on the website now. Look what you've done to him. You've got
no.
He's on red letter days for you.
It's the podcast Christmas do sorted.
Podcast Christmas
do. Yeah. No, I don't.
Well, it's all gone. The conversation's gone really boring now. I did a single seater Formula 4 at Alton Park. Awesome day. I should have done that in a Partridge voice. That's a very Alan Partridge thing to say, that, isn't it? I did a single seater Formula 4 at Alton Park. Awesome day. Aha!
Right. Should we end it there on that bombshell?
Since
we're talking about cars.
Thanks
to everybody for listening. Please do like and subscribe.
Try and do it a bit more racistly.
Racistly?
Yeah.
Bit more Clarkson and Hammond thrown into it. Hammond's a homophobe, isn't it? Didn't Hammond say ice cream was gay?
Did he? I mean, okay.
But as soon as I heard it, you are like, oh, yeah, I can see what he means. Yeah. You too.
Did he mention Fabs?
Mint Magnum and your 99s? I want you to have a think about that when I go and get these from this very real ice cream van that's definitely very much outside. It's Isaiah Kite's ice cream van of dreams.
Is it?
That's what he does, Isaiah Kite. He just disappears for weeks and he turns up in his ice cream van that I'm pretty sure he stole.
And doesn't sell ice cream.
He doesn't sell ice cream. It's good.
Has another business going in the ice cream van.
Yeah. Have you found the button, Russ?
I found it ages ago. You're just waffling. So what I was going to do is say thank you to everybody for listening. Thank you to everybody for watching. Please do like and subscribe. And if you listen to us on Spotify, Apple iTunes, or any podcast player, please do rate and review us. It helps with the algorithms and pushes us further up. Thank you very much. Don't forget, we've got our Courtyard Club call that's out every Monday. And we've also got Dave Smith Never Existed, new episode coming out very soon.
Two of them this month.
Oh, you've got two this month. There you go.
Because we're slacking a bit. Everyone got a bit busy end of last month. People
had
holidays and stuff. Not me. But...
I saw Ben stuck in an airport terminal. There you go. Saw that bit.
Oh no, that was his holiday. He's like that gimpy lad. You know the gimpy lad who goes and looks at the trains.
Oh yeah, the gimpy lad. That's not a gimpy lad. Yeah.
The little dweeb. Yeah. Little nerd. Yeah, that's what Ben does with planes. He just goes to the airport and goes, "Oh, it's a jumbo jet!" Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. Somebody's put. It's a picture of. It's a picture of Dave Challoner. It's not Peter Kay.
Yes.
Pedal draws won't be happy about that.
No, that was ages ago, Waggy. I thought you'd forgot about that.
No, just saying it's just disappeared off the top of the screen, so I'd only just read it.
Fair dues. Yeah,
I,
for the
I
audio
keep on top of all my correspondence as the show goes on. So
for the audio listeners,
I'm a newbie.
Waggy in the background has a picture of Dave Challoner mistaken for Peter Kay. Yes. Right. Thanks, everybody. See you next week. Ta-da!
Cheers. Thank you.
This episode of the Scarf Bagara War was written, recorded and produced by Russ Johnson and Nick Lee. The music on the opening titles was produced by Dan Johnson. Subscribe wherever you get your content, as well as finding out how to join the TSBW fan club. Check out the links in the description or go to allthews scarfbagarawar.co.uk.